Hi guys, how you doing? This is El Pollo Chicano coming at you at Bangkok, Thailand. And I decided to do this video where I'm speaking about a really important question that was been asked to me through social media, friends, messenger, and some people that have called me while I'll be taking a trip over here. And then the famous question that they asked me is basically, and I took notes on what I'm going to talk about the video, try to be as organized as possible and stick with what I wrote here. And then the question that they asked me is, how much does a trip like this to Thailand cost? And some secrets on how to do it. Well, I'm no travel agent, but I'm no expert in doing that. But I did write some of the stuff that I think and highlighted some points that I think are very important to this video. And so that way you can get some insight on if you ever wanted to take a trip to Thailand or any country in Asia that has a very favorable exchange rate, so where you get the most for your money on there, which is the places I like to take and I like to go on there. It's funny, I was checked out this hotel on here and I was coughing, and right now is about almost 6 o'clock in the morning. One trick, guys, and this is going off a little bit on the topic of the video, is actually to get breakfast as early as possible. So usually we have breakfast here and I have it listed at 6:30 in the morning. As soon as 6:30 in the morning hits, you want to go and get the breakfast, because if you ever go in between the hours of 9 to about 10:30 when it's about to end, you get just a whole bunch of people in there and you're just stepping on each other. So it's better to wake up early, get breakfast early. Usually it's a buffet breakfast that's sometimes included with a hotel booking, or you pay a little extra, which is not a lot, to be able to get that buffet breakfast on there, which you pay, which is like $4 or $5 more per booking on there. So that's important. And then, like I said, the air filter here in the hotel was just super dirty, and I was coughing, and I went to go complain to the front office. And it's funny because I'm just gonna try to make this story short. Is that the main guy came in here, changed the air filter to the wanted to change it the first time, and it was, he took out the old one and he brought in the other one that he brought in. It was extremely dirty. And I told him, no, man, these two things are really dirty. You need to get rid of them. You need to bring a new one, or one that's clean on there. So he went back and brought a third time, brought in a very clean one, showed me, didn't speak a lot of English. And I'm like, yeah, that's a lot better, dude. You want to have a clean air filter for the air, because that's recirculating the air. And then I told him, I don't mean to be an ass about it, but you really need to take care of these things. Make sure every air filter that you replace in here, when it's dirty, throw it away and replace it with a brand new one, because that can make people sick, that can make people congested and just makes the room smell really bad on there. And I noticed that when I came in, I didn't really say anything because I went to go get some food. I came back, went to sleep, and I noticed I was coughing in there, and then it was because of that dirty air filter. So you want to make sure that when you come to the hotel room, that those air filters, because here in Bangkok, it's extremely hot all day. So sometimes we sleep with the ACs on, so it's always recirculating that air. So it's always recirculating the air because it's just so hot in here. And even the temperature at night is 86 degrees right now. And it's just really hot all throughout the day, humid. And so the ACs are always turning on, so that way the air is for circulation. So you want to make sure when you stay at a hotel that the air is a lot cleaner than it was when I came here. You can even tell the difference. But that's just something I wanted to point out to watch out for when you go to the hotels. But usually they're good about it. You tell them and they take care of it on there. When you go into the office and tell them, you know what, my experience was bad, they'll try to fix it for you. So let's go back to the topic, guys, about the trip to Thailand and firsthand how much this thing cost. So I pointed out some costs in here. These are rough costs. You shouldn't be spending anymore from $1,000 to $1,500 per round trip flight. That's economic. That's flying. I'm sorry, the normal class, economy class they call it. And honestly, it's pretty good because they provide you with meals and food to come on the trip here. So you really have to spend almost nothing when you come here. I flew from Portland to San Francisco, and then to Tokyo, and then to Bangkok here. And literally there was 2 meals from San Francisco to Tokyo, and then Tokyo to Bangkok was actually the best experience I had on a flight, which had 2 meals as well and a whole bunch of snacks. Just full out there, take advantage of that. I brought in some snacks from me from the plane because it was just too much, and I ate them over here at night at the hotel, and I came back and ate breakfast. So in terms of food, I wouldn't worry because you get food from the airplane and the food from when you get to the airport here and take advantage of the breakfast, sister. So you'll budget anywhere from 1,000 to 15. You shouldn't be spending more than $1,500, honestly, for a round trip to come in here. Now, these are the prices, and I came in during the low season, which is a lot cheaper on there. But if you wanted to book during the heavy season, where it's December, January, February, in those months, then you're gonna be spending about 20-30% more. But if you go during the off season, you're gonna get the best prices, and that's usually where I come in. Is I come in during the season that's a little bit slower and take advantage of the great prices. Or if I'm gonna book something in advance, it's gotta be almost half a year in advance, at least 90 days to half a year. Booking in advance if you wanted to come and take a trip to December, because you can also lock in the good prices, but they're just more limited because everybody tries to come in during that time here to vacation on there. So budget anywhere from that, and then the hotels. Let's say from anywhere, I wouldn't be staying anywhere lower than a 3-star hotel, 3 to 5 star, and then budget about $600 for that. Now, this budget that I'm including is for approximately no more than 2 weeks. So you're looking anywhere from 12 to 14 days on there. Some hotels are a lot cheaper. So because I know some people here and all that, so I got some great deals from some hotels. So take advantage of that. Some hotels are really good and really affordable. Look up the reviews on there. Use Expedia, Google, and look up the reviews before you book something. That's usually what I do. And book on there and budget about $600 for that. That's on the higher end. You can always manage that. But I would, and then transportation, guys, probably about, honestly, I came from the airport to the hotel here, and it was about like a 45-minute drive. And I paid 250 baht, so which is, what's that, like $8 for the trip. So it wasn't bad at all. I would budget. It depends how much you want to transport. I haven't transported a lot. Like I said, I know people here and they've been helping me move around like that. So I would budget anywhere from $100 to $200 for transportation on that. And then for the food, this is on the higher end. This is varies on there. But I roll $400 for the food, but the food ranges anywhere from being really inexpensive to, depending on the restaurants you want to go eat, and those going to get more expensive on that. But on the higher end, probably about $400. And then other miscellaneous expenses, like extra stuff you want to spend on there, I would budget about $200 to $300. And then that's probably all the costs you really do need to take a trip like this, is to set up a budget for you. In my case, I don't have a plan when I go on vacation. I like to take firsthand the experience that comes at me. I take these trips too. I rest a lot and sleep a lot during these trips, so I don't really go out a lot. I go out as much as I can, but I try to recharge my energy because big part of taking this trip is that anybody who knows me in the United States and the channel FRC Construction, I run a construction company. I own a construction company, so we're running heavy, we're running busy all year. We haven't stopped in about 2 years, and I haven't taken a trip for a while, which now that I've taken this trip, I'm going to be taking more consistent trips throughout the year to recharge my batteries. So that's a big part of the reason why I come and I rest a lot, because I take advantage of this time where I'm not at the job site, I'm not working, to be able to just sleep, clear my mind, listen to some video, meditate, relax, clear the mind, and be able to come up with a fresh, because I take this as an experience, and everything that I take a trip, I take full advantage of it, rest as much as I can so that I recharge my batteries, and then when I go back, I'm operating at about 100% on there. I'm sharp, I know what I'm doing, and it helps me out a lot. So taking these trips, I take advantage and sleep as much as I can. Almost sometimes my head hurts, but that's good because I feel refreshed when I come over here. My stomach feels extremely good. I haven't got sick in here. Now I'm careful of what I eat too. Bottled water, of course. Anything that's bottled on there, but some of the food is really good, organic, so they cook it. I'm not gonna eat anything that's raw on here because you can get sick on there. But the food, not a problem, guys. I even feel lighter on there. It's been extremely good. I mean, I haven't eaten that much, but it's been very good. The food on here, I can't complain about that. And then I'm gonna stick here with my notes so that way I don't go off topic. And then guys, come into a favorable place, a favorable travel destination, location. Look up the exchange rates. If you're coming from the US, you want to get the best amount of stuff you can for your dollar on here. I've exchanged in very little money, and I feel like my money that I've exchanged has gone a long way to I even have extra cash on here still from the first time I exchanged. So come into countries that have favorable exchange rates, like Thailand, that's really favorable to the US. Favorable exchange rates, Vietnam, all those other countries. I don't know about the Philippines. I need to do more research on that, but research your countries and research the exchange rates and how much you can get for your dollar. Thailand has always been a very favorable exchange rate if you compare it to the US dollar, so you always get the most out of your money, and that's exactly what I like. And as a business person, I want to get as much as I can out of my money, but also provide me with a quality service and quality thing. So I want to get as much as I can for my dollar, and this is a country where that's going to happen. You're going to get the most amount for your dollar here, and that's what's really important, guys. So come into one tip: favorable countries, take a trip to them, and yeah, enjoy the vacation there. Now I'm going to be explaining. That was for a normal trip experience, but my situation is a little different, as you guys know, and I mentioned this in the video. I own a construction business. So the way I see it here, and I wrote my notes, is I take this as a business trip. Okay, guys? I take this as a business trip for me. Why is this considered a business trip? I'll tell you firsthand why. Okay? I have business credit cards that I use to buy my materials throughout the whole year. I spend a lot of money on purchasing materials to be able to do the jobs. So I earn a lot of points. The trip that I took here honestly didn't cost me a cent. I used 100% of the points that I've accumulated with my business, and I traveled and bought the plane ticket using that points. Also, the first booking that I did, I also used the travel points that I have accumulated, and I still have a whole bunch of travel points still accumulated from the cards that I use to buy the materials. As a business, guys, that's why it's important. As a business, and you have these cards, you take advantage 100% of the points. Literally pays for the trips that you want to take on there, and that's what I do. Plus, anything that I do, I save. Let me show you guys. I save the receipts, guys, too. All the receipts of everything I spend on here, I take back with me and I save it. Why? Because that is 100% tax deductible as travel expense. Travel expense, guys. I'm taking advantage of the expenses. Now, the only way this can work is if you own a business. I have a construction business. I'm doing business over here. Why? I'm documenting everything here. I went to a business I'm going to a business seminar here in Bangkok to do business, to learn about business. This is business to me. So it's not just a trip for relaxation. I'm also doing it as a business. Guys, that's what you got to understand. When you take this trip, I take every advantage I can. And this trip literally pays for itself at the end of the year. That's a trick that nobody's going to tell you. Okay? But if you have a business, in my case, a construction business, there's construction being built in Bangkok a whole bunch. I documented construction sites. I talked to some construction people here. Some of the buildings that they're building here. Some of the streets that they're building here. I did a little walk-in on some of the buildings here, construction companies. That's business. That's related to my business and construction because I'm doing construction-related activities. So I'm taking advantage of that tax system. And you can take advantage of it. And I do it. And that's why when I come here, I take this as a business trip because it is a business trip. I'm also relaxing, but it's a business trip. So it benefits me and my business on there 100% on there. And then That's important, guys. That's why it's super important. We live in America, and the land of the opportunity. That's what they want to sell us. Take advantage. Have a small business, own a business, own a consulting business, own a construction business. I don't know, whatever you think you can go and do business in, own it and take advantage of the opportunities there. You know, unfortunately, maybe when you're a salary employee, and I looked up some videos on here, it's a lot harder to travel. You only get a certain amount of days of vacation. So the entrepreneur mindset, and it's funny because I came here to Thailand and people said, I've just the way I act, the way I look and perceived is I look like a business person. I had one lady just look at me, and she didn't speak no English, say that I look strong, I look powerful, I look like a business person. And now I took that as a compliment, as a very good compliment, and I thank her for that. You know, I try to work on myself, you know, and this relaxation, I'm by myself here. I'm literally reflecting and working on myself as a person. I'm trying to become the best version of myself. And these trips help out a whole bunch, because when I go to America, I become a better version. So I am not the same person I left. I am a better version of myself when I come back. A lot sharper, show more respect, show more kindness, show more compassion for people. See how people do things here. I bring it back to America, and there's a lot of things in America we need to work on that I'm going to be bringing over there. That's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit my business, and it's going to benefit the people around me, right? Because as chosen individuals, we can say we're chosen individuals. In my case, I am. That is my responsibility in my job. My job and my responsibility is to make sure the people around me vibrate at a great energy, at a positive energy. And even here, when I don't even speak the language, people resonate and vibrate with my energy, because I try to be as positive as possible. I'm working on myself. I have a clear mind, a clear path of what I want to achieve, and I want the people around me to be able to feel that good energy and feel good about themselves. This world is so messed up, guys, you know, and if we can bring a little bit of goodness to the world, this whole place can be an incredible experience for everybody, you know. But we need to bring a little bit of compassion and kindness to everybody here, and that's in this country. They do show a lot of compassion for each other, which is great. It's something that we can definitely learn going back to America with all the problems that we have. But this is going off topic to what the video topic I wanted to stick. That can be saved for another video. And I just get compassion. I get passionate about these type of things and these experiences that I do. And to stick back to the topic of the video, which was the cost. Guys, come to Thailand. It's a favorable country, exchange rate, great experiences, great opportunities here. And then to end this video, guys, the organic experiences that you're going to have here are going to be excellent. So that's a Pollo Chicano. Pollo Chicano running around with his hat all the time. Like, comment, and subscribe on here. I like organic subscribers. When I tell people, hey, go click on the channel, and that way they, you know what one guy told me, and it's funny, just to end that, is that this is great for him because the people here don't speak a lot of English, right? And so when they see video contents like this, it allows them, because I'm a fluent English speaker because I grew up in America, and I went to university in America, and it helps them out too, because it helps them speak a more different English, because English is the international language, and it's a language that everybody, especially in the tourist countries, need to learn, because that way, because a lot of tourists come and they speak English on there. So that helps out those guys too, and that way they improves their English, and it improves everybody, because we're out there to make the world a better place, one step at a time. Guys, we will make this world a better place. That's a Pollo Chicano. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you like this review reflection on a Thailand trip. Highly recommended. Come to Thailand, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Like always, gracias por ver este video. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it resonates with everybody, and we can make this world a better place. Back at you.